Hi, everyone. Welcome back to All Kinds of Advice podcast. For today's episode, we are going to be talking about love and hip hop Miami, but we are specifically going to be focusing on Shay and Fabo and the particular scene between the two of them. But before I go into this heated, spicy episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Let's keep it growing and flowing. Thank you. Okay, so recently I was watching Love and Hip Hop, and Shay had a sit down with Fabo, in which she confronts him regarding rumors that he has a fiance, and this has been buzzing online. It's hot on the social media channels. Even Tasha K, who is a blogger, also spoke about Fabo allegedly having a fiance behind Shay's back. And so we see in this particular scene, Shay confronts him and asks him like, do you have a fiance, that sort of thing. And when she was asking him, I was like, oh my goodness, like I was kind of watching her a little bit side eye, because even if you ask this man, do you think he's going to tell you the truth? Y'all are together, you have a kid together, you have a full blown relationship going on. Do you think that he's going to tell you the truth, ma'am? No, 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 no. I'm gonna need you to answer me. Do you think this man is gonna tell you that he has a fiance? He ain't gonna tell you that. So I was kind of looking at her a little bit sideways. I'm like, she can't be Boo Boo the Fool. There is no way this baby girl, Shay, is gonna be Boo Boo the Fool and be asking this man if he has a fiance. He's obviously not gonna tell you the truth. That's just what I feel in my personal opinion. So then, Shay also mentions to him that, his ex has been going around Milwaukee telling everyone that Fabo is allegedly engaged to her. And then, Fabo responds by saying that, he's not engaged to her. And then he also calls her like delusional. And he says that, oh, she bought her own ring. That told me everything that I needed to know in that moment. So I was like, okay, y'all are engaged then. Regardless of the fact that she bought her own ring, y'all are engaged then. Like, and the fact that, Shay could not have picked sense out of nonsense when he said, oh, she bought her own ring, that should show you, ma'am, these people are truly engaged. That's just how I feel. Like, the fact that he said she bought her own ring, I feel like he's probably engaged. I don't know for sure, but based on his answer, I'm speculating that, probably, he probably has a fiance out here in these streets. You know what I mean? And I don't believe him when he mentioned that, he doesn't have a fiance. I don't believe him for 1 second at all. And with love and hip hop, sometimes as it relates to the particular scenes, you kind of have to take things with a grain of salt, because you don't know if they're making up storylines. Like, these people could be all, gravy and good behind the scenes. Maybe this is like a fake storyline. It could be, because, with Love and Hip Hop, they're always with the shenanigans. You don't know what tricks they're going to have up their sleeves. And, it's all entertainment at the end of the day. And of course, we're here for it. And we're going to always talk about it. But child, I cannot believe that this man may have a fiance out here in Milwaukee, that, and then Shay does not want to believe the truth. That's what I think it could be. But the fact that he was calling her delusional, I'm just like, like, are you calling her that to deflect? Like, what's up? What's up? What's up with you calling her delusional? This was someone that you probably loved and liked at one point. So what makes her delusional? I'm not really understanding that. And then, the producer asks Shay, if Fabo was in Milwaukee with his fiance, because Tasha K had covered it on her story. I don't know if the fiance had reached out to Tasha K and said that he had spent some time with her. So the producer asks Shay, like, was he at any point with the fiance in Milwaukee? And then Shay goes on to say, which I found was a bit interesting. She shouts, she's like, hell no, he wasn't. And I was like, this girl did not just sit up here and is swearing for a man. I certainly would not be swearing for Fable, especially Fable has little ways in which he acts very immature and childish, and I don't feel like he's the type of person that takes relationships seriously, in my particular opinion, based on my observation of how he has dealt with, like, her mom and her brother. And I'm not saying that her mom and her brother are could not be, or they're not overbearing at times, but I feel like when you are with someone, regardless of how their parents are going to behave or their siblings are going to behave, you should still, try to get along with them. That's what I feel. Yes, you can, get along with them from a distance, but you don't want to be like disrespecting people's parents or their siblings. So that's one of the reasons why I don't really take, Fable that seriously. And he's always like taking everything as a joke. That's a big component or a big reason as to why I feel like he doesn't really take his relationship seriously. But then again, it could all be for show. This could all be acting because things have to be spicy, and our viewer, us as the viewers, have to be engaged with the content. So it could be made up shenanigans by Love and Hip Hop. Who knows? Maybe he's not even like that. We don't know. Behind the scenes, he could be a totally different person. And then but I just didn't like the fact that Shay was like saying it with her chest, and she was like sticking up for this man and saying like he wasn't in Milwaukee. I think a better approach would have been like I'm not too sure if he was in Milwaukee, because what if it comes out that he was in Milwaukee? Then you're gonna look embarrassed and shame now. That's just how I sort of look at it. But I feel like Shay is really in deep, deep, deep in this relationship. She's head over heels for Fable. And I feel like no matter the rumors that come out or the rumors that are circulating online or whatever people have to say, I feel like it's not going to matter. I feel like she's going to not take it seriously because she's head over heels and in love with this man. And I don't feel like she's going to leave this man anytime soon. I feel like perhaps maybe she could be blinded by love, or maybe it could be the vitamin D out here in these streets has her going head over heels for this man. You know what I'm saying? Like the vitamin D, the vitamin D. Maybe that's what's getting her like all confused out here. That's what I'm thinking. So then she, closer to the end of their conversation, she proceeds to also tell him like, his ex needs to know that, Fable is hers and Fable is belongs only to her, and they need to get it sort of in their thick skull. And I was like, damn, like she's really, really claiming this man. Like she is not going to ever break up with this man. It doesn't seem like anytime soon, at least. And then, also she also tells him like at the end of the conversation that he needs to fix his baggage, and then he says, oh, there's no baggage, and then he proceeds to laugh, and I was like, this man does not take this seriously. This man has no behavior whatsoever, and he's not taking any conversation seriously. And Shay needs to go back and look at the tape and see his reactions. I don't know if the cast on Love and Hip Hop, if they ever go back and watch themselves, but you need to go back and see how this man is behaving. He's behaving not serious, very nonchalant, and I don't feel like he's taking the relationship seriously. You're bringing things to him, but is he taking it seriously? Is it going in one ear and coming out the other? That's what she needs to ask herself. But that's my 2 cents on the whole situation. I don't know if I believe Fable that he's not engaged. I guess I have to wait to see if this story, develops more as the season goes on, and then judge based on that. But let me know in the comment section below if you think that Fable has a fiance. Do you feel that he truly loves Shay, or do you feel that he's sort of just taking the relationship as a joke? Yeah, let me know in the comment section below. What do you think? Let's get a fun, heated debate going. But I just feel that Shay may be the boo boo the fool for this man, but I could be wrong. So let me know your comments in on the channel. But that's all for today for All Kinds of Advice podcast. It was a pleasure coming and bring this episode for you all. Thank you for having me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Take care. Ciao.